Hi Capricorn, it's Lynn from Tinker Tarot and Cartomancy. I'm here to bring you your January 2024 and your happy birthday tarot and cartomancy. So I've already dealt everything out, and I have your jumpers here up at the top here. And today your jumper is the Ferret, or Temperance. This is the Druid Craft deck, and it has a different language for some of the cards. But anyway, this is some sort of self-mastery. This is the underlying energy of the whole reading, is that you need to temper some part of yourself to gain some sort of self-mastery, to gain happiness. There's something that is not quite exact yet for you, and but you know that some of this is to do with yourself, what you need to get over or overcome or something like that. You may actually be doing some training of some sort, not necessarily, but usually this is some sort of self-mastery to regulate yourself, to temper something, okay? So in the past, you have the Lady, which is the Empress, the Princess of Swords in reverse, the High Priestess, the High Priest, and the Sun. So in this line alone, out of the 5 cards, 4 of them are major arcana. So there's something big happening in your life right now, or about to happen for you, Capricorn. And it's because you want to bring something new to life. This is a relationship, a project, or some sort of self-work, inner work you want to do on yourself. And that's what the Lady represents, this birth of something. There could be, like I said, there could be a new child announced, a new relationship, or something like this. And I think there's something you're wanting to bring to life. This is an urge you have, right? A calling, so to speak. And the Princess of Swords normally is highly communicative, good communicator, which I'm sure you are. But I feel like you could be more observing at this time. You're not as, not putting in everything you think. You're not saying everything you think. You may even be distancing yourself physically a little bit at this time, because you're trying to gain higher knowledge here. Is what you're trying to do, is you're trying to gain higher knowledge than these surface feelings that you're having, okay? And I know that because you have the High Priestess. And the High Priestess, she's very, very smart, okay? There could be, you could be more emotional around the moon energy, or be more instinctual around the moon energy. Your instincts are very clear, But anyway, I feel like there's something okay? There's something inside, but it's hard for you to perhaps face, basically. You're going through, at the beginning and at the end of this line is about birthing something new, is about some sort of success, abundance that's coming to you, and a youthful feeling. The Sun has a lot to do with Leo, that feeling of freedom. You want the freedom to express yourself, who you are exactly, right? And not who you should be or who someone wants you to be. You want the freedom to be who you are, right? And you're kind of going through a bit of a self-discovery thing here regarding that, I think. I also think you're evolving at this time. It's a rite of passage of some sort you're going through, and you're gaining a lot of inner knowledge about yourself. You may be, talking with a friend, a counselor, um, uh, priest or spiritual person for guidance to help, because I think you want to feel free to go ahead and do what you want. You don't want to have guilt or feel like you don't want to look back with regret in some way. And so you're seeking guidance. You're seeking guidance, and ultimately you want happiness. And I think you want fun now in your life too, you know? I think you want fun. Anyway, in the present, you have the 10 of Pentacles, the Chariot, Prince of Cups, Hermit, and the King of Wands. Now, here I kind of see that you're being pulled in two directions. In one way, you're kind of bored. I think that you've gained a certain amount of success. You might be stable in your life right now. You might be secure. You might have a good family. You might have a home, all these things, but still, there's something, that there's something more for you out there. In the 10 of Pentacles, we're ready to begin again. We're ready to start something new. Well, I've already done all this. I don't want to, you can't, you're not a repetitive person. You want to bring something new to life, and you can see that above the 10 in the lady, wanting to birth something new, wanting abundance. And I think it's more about your passion for creativity, for bringing something to life. And I think you're kind of pulled between exploring something new, like a new business or a new creative project, and love. All right. So these are the two things you're being pulled. You have a yearning for something new, to begin again, to just start all over, or you're also being pulled in this other way towards love, because I think that you could be in love, Capricorn. You could be in love with someone. You could be wanting to tell them. Maybe they're going to be telling you. And they could even propose. That's a possibility, okay? And whatever message they're bringing you, you need to take some time to think about this. So they might be asking you to take the next step in the relationship, maybe moving in. I'm not sure what it is, but it's some sort of proposal in some way. And this you need to think about. You need to take some time, because you need to figure out what the right path for you is at this time, and it's to do with the King of Wands. Now, this could be you, Capricorn, but I feel like it's energy outside of you. The King of Wands could be Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. This person is confident. They're almost overconfident in a way, He doesn't even have his shield in front of him. It just leans up against the chair, and he's not even worried. If someone were to step up, he'd say, "Step up, go ahead," He's and he'll get up when he feels like it, when he feels something is worth his while to act toward. He will act. He has no problem chasing what he wants. But there's some time here that needs to, that you may need to take to, consider this decision, consider this offer that's coming, okay? So, yeah, and you're kind of being pulled in two directions about it, And the other thing is, there's some sort of a struggle in this. Could be relationship, but because in the Chariot there's a struggle. There's these opposite ends of the spectrum, you're being pulled in this area too, yanked to and fro, and but I think you are in love. They are, okay? In the future, which is more near the end of January, you have the King of Pentacles, the Eight of Wands, the Four of Swords, the Fool, and the Eight of Cups. So here you are, Capricorn, King of Pentacles. And again, the King of Pentacles, he's confident. He's very confident in his intellectual and what he's been able to build for himself. However, again, he's bored. He is wanting to build something new, and perhaps also lonely. So, but he's not willing to get up out of his chair unless it's worth his while. Like, he's not going to accept half an offer or something that's not, why would I get involved in that, sort of thing. So, because he is the king. He is the king, okay? So, whether you're male or female, this is you deciding whether this is worth your while, okay? And again, you're going to get a message, some sort of message that is requiring you to think. This is an offer, it's something that requires you to act very quickly. You have to respond to it. You also might be traveling just out of the blue, just randomly, you're going to go on a trip. And whether that's locally or far away, I'm not sure, but it's whatever it is, it's quick and a quick response, and then it's just all of a sudden you're doing this. On the other hand, this has caused you to reflect, give you reflection about your options. And I think you're kind of looking at where you've been, where you are, and where you want to go. Because some of what you might be going through might seem familiar in the past, or, and the familiar part could be accepting, settling perhaps, So anyway, whatever, you're going to take some time to think about this, and you're going to decide to start again. The Fool is a brand new start, taking a risk, going for it. And so you're going to jump into something, and you're very excited and very happy. There could be some risks involved here, that's for sure. But I think that you are going to walk away from something that doesn't, because there's only 8 cups here. There is 8 cups. That's a lot of cups. But there's 2 cups missing, and they're really important to you. And so you are going to, you're deciding to move on. So in whatever situation this is, whether it's a relationship, a project, whatever, I think this could be an offer over here to get involved in something, and you might be really interested in this. But in order to go and pursue that, you need to leave this, okay? It could be something like that, where, you have a choice one way or the other. Ooh, what was that? Something funny on my toe. Yuck. Anyhow, in the cards, hold on a second here. I wanted to, because I saw something before here. Again, back here, I see you going through some sort of growth, mastering something here about yourself. What your fears or your needs? Why do I need that so much? You're going to question things about yourself, and you're going to grow in this time. And I think you're going to be repaired, maybe not reborn totally, but I think freer. you know, that your worries aren't going to weigh you down, aren't going to be as heavy, okay? Because you're going to gain some self-mastery here, right? And there's going to be a few times here where you're pausing to think. And this is very grounded of you, Capricorn. You know, you're going to take some time to consider your options with each situation, with your relationships, with your new projects. Could be some family stuff too there, you know, something to do with your family. But you don't just, you're not just jumping into things. You're giving it thought first, some careful thought. So, in your cardsomancy, so the card that jumped out for you in your cardsomancy is the Nine of Hearts. You got the Wish card right off the bat. This is about emotional fulfillment, being happy, something coming together that you were hoping to. It could be very romantic, we'll find out. So, right now at the present time, you have the Six of Clubs, the Seven of Spades, and the Jack of Spades. So something that you've put time and energy into, it could be a person, a relationship, it looks like possibly this could be it, is brought you to tears, okay? This person, this is usually trouble or troubling news, you know, you don't like what you're hearing, all right? And in fact, this makes you cry. You could also express anger and you know, but this is something that was going smooth, that was, you'd put time and energy into this and you thought it was accelerating, you thought it was going somewhere, and then they probably said something mean. They're gotten into trouble in some way, and this could be like one of your kids, because it there does show youth, but it doesn't have to be. But and it has made you not too happy. Question the whole thing. Yeah, I wondered if the doubt card. So yeah, you're torn apart. You're full of doubt about this, you know, and this is in the beginning of January. But I feel like an event could turn all this around. So you may be invited to a special event. They may try and turn this whole situation around and make it all better. You know, whatever they said, they're going to say something wonderful. Whatever they did, they're going to undo it, or, you know, do something wonderful. This could be a New Year's Eve thing too. You could do something really special on New Year's Eve. They could propose, give you a ring. They could, there's some sort of, they're giving you something to signify a commitment here. That's what I think. And they're either, it's at an occasion that you're going to, or they're providing the occasion. So they're taking you out to dinner, they're taking you to something super romantic or something like that, you know. And they're trying to turn this around because you were like, So, above you have the Two of Spades, the Three of Spades, and the Four of Clubs. So this is on your mind, you know. And there was some sort of separation because of an obstacle that gave you doubt. That gave you doubt about how much you want to invest in this in the future. So there's some sort of obstacle, or maybe more than one. And you're doubting the stability of this relationship or partnership, or what, you know, this could be something at work or the same situation, you know, but there was separation. Broke up, perhaps. Took a break. Now, this is your work pile, or how you contribute your creative contributions. And you have the Three of Clubs, the Ten of Clubs, and the Five of Spades. So again, you've put time and energy into something, and it I feel like you aren't going to anymore. You know what I mean? I think you're reserving your energy at this time. You feel like you've already put everything you're going to put in. And because you feel like you've lost in, the balance of it all. There's a loss here of something. And it's more about, also too, as far as work, you could be retired now or retired from what you used to do. And there might be health reasons for that, or there might be no work in that anymore, or I feel like that is something missing in your life. You may probably need a focus in your life. You may have too much time on your hands. So that could be something you might need to look into if you're retired or have too much time for yourself. You need to be busy, and if you don't, you idle. Idle minds. What's that saying? I don't know. Someone will tell me. So, this is your exterior influences, and this is how others see you or are influencing you. And you have the 10 of Spades, the 9 of Clubs, and the 8 of Clubs. So, geez, this is your second 10. Now, it seems there was some sort of barrier. Like I said, maybe back here, I thought there might have been a barrier for your working or what you did at work. And this obstacle or this barrier, you couldn't get by it. There's no getting by it. It's like if you were a stunt person and you broke both your legs and you have trouble walking, it's really hard to be a stunt person now. So maybe you'll be a teacher or maybe you'll be a gardener. I don't know. But anyway, this 10 of Spades represents an obstacle at the job site, okay? And now it doesn't necessarily mean it's your obstacle, but there is an obstacle at the job site or in your career in that world, okay? And people are talking about it. They could be talking to you about it. There could be some sort of job creation from this obstacle. Like I feel like out of this obstacle, ideas are going to come. So where you're restricted, you might think about it like if someone else came to you with this situation and I'm restricted in this and I can't do that, and you're trying to help them come up with ways of what they could do within those restrictions, or other ways outside the box kind of thing. Excuse me. Hope that wasn't too loud on your ears. I hope this volume is okay. I've had volume problems. Oh my goodness. Drive me crazy trying to figure it out. Thanks for your patience, by the way. I really appreciate it. Did you see my hat? My friend in Tennessee sent me this. Isn't it sweet? She is also a viewer, and that's how I met her. And isn't that adorable? She sent me a hat to wear. So, in your foundation, you have the Queen of Spades, the Four of Diamonds, and the Seven of Hearts. Now, the Queen of Spades, she's the first person to show up here besides the Jack. The Queen of Spades is single. She's separated, widowed, divorced, and she could still be hurt from that experience. And it could be a man too. This could be a man. This could be you, Capricorn, or someone around you. but this person has been going through something that hurt them. Doesn't have to be a relationship, it could be some other sort of sorrow, a difficult time that they've gone through, a lot of pain, you know. Anyway, so so this person could be very envious of you. You could be envious of them. Despite their pain or hardship that they've gone through emotionally, I think they're faring fairly well. They are, I think, secure and stable. I think that um, there's there's a lot of love in their life. I'm not sure this person is exactly reliable though. Okay, for some reason, I'm not saying that they would do anything wrong. I'm just not sure how reliable this person is. This person is someone you may talk to, or they could be this person that you go to bounce things off when you're looking for guidance or just trying to see, does that sound right to you? And you could be getting closer to this person. Okay. And your surprise is the King of Hearts, the Eight of Spades, and the Eight of Hearts. So, how interesting. So, the King of Hearts could be a blue-eyed man or woman. But the King of Hearts is usually the person we're attracted to, that we are turned on to, and are in love with. This could also be you, and someone is looking at you this way. They are in love with you, they're attracted to you. The King of Hearts is usually good looking, charismatic, yeah. So, but I feel like with this person, sometimes there are arguments. Sometimes you fight with this person. But I feel like you always make up. You always make up. As much as they can be romantic and loving, they can also be stubborn and shallow and immature. But I feel like whenever you fight, you always make up. So I just want you to know that if you're fighting, you're going to make up. They're going to sweet talk you, flirt with you, really trying. But there's those two sides to this person. Sometimes they have beautiful, wonderful, loving things to say, but sometimes they can be a jerk. So it's not so bad. It's better than someone being a jerk all the time. Okay? So, not so bad. Sorry, that's the door creaking. Your last card I picked from the Sacred Rebels Oracle. And you have inner trust. That's what jumped out for you. Number 2. Isn't that beautiful? Look at that. So, I noticed that she's cloaked. She's kind of cloaked. And she doesn't really want to be noticed. She just wants to be able to go about her business, and because she's not ready to socialize, she's not ready to really expose herself yet, right? It's a bit of a protective mode, and also we don't need to be, on the rooftop saying everything we're doing and not doing. So, inner trust. Though it may be cloaked and hidden, within you lies natural magnificence. The harder there is for you to believe, the more growth this oracle is offering you. Your opportunity for growth lies in letting go of the need to hide yourself from the world and to let go of any doubt about the wonder of what lies within you. It's time for you to trust yourself and let the real inner you out from behind the veil. Isn't that interesting? Because that's what I said about the sun up there, right? And the high, like this whole level up here, this whole first line, you're doing some real, you're coming to some realizations. You're understanding too what this whole process is about. You're being assured that you can trust your intuition and your own sense of things. Sometimes what you sense will be love, and you'll open your heart and move easily towards the source of it. With another person, a new career, a project, something you deeply care about, want to pursue or explore. Sometimes what you sense will be more challenging than this and will ask something different of you. It might be that you sense fear and sabotage lurking within someone's intentions. This oracle asks you to trust yourself to find the most authentic and self-loving way to deal with it. Perhaps you have drawn this card because you are unnecessarily holding yourself back out of fear or a lack of belief in your abilities to support and care for yourself, or in the importance of your need for self-expression in your relationships. So did you hear that? Your need for self-expression in your relationships. So the need to be heard, and that to be respected, right? You know what you are doing. You have enough wisdom and intuition to be able to place yourself more fully in the world. Even if you feel you have no clue about what is happening at a broader level in your life, even if you can't quite see the whole picture of what is taking place, you still have all the wisdom and intuitive ability you need to take one step at a time and navigate your way through absolutely anything that life brings to your door. If you've been thinking about taking a leap of faith and doing things differently, this oracle brings you a special message to trust your instincts and go for it. You can take advantage of this shift and leap into an entirely new level of consciousness. This is not a time for self-doubt or playing small. It's time to get in touch with courage, boldness, daredevil. Take a step, big or small, into the future that is beckoning you forward. You have the wings to fly. Sometimes we don't realize it until we leap over the edge of what we've known and begin to soar into a new life. That is so interesting too, because I've made reference to that in a couple of places here with the Fool, ready to take a new risk, and leap into something. And right here, the very first card you have is some sort of desire, some sort of call pulling you to want to create something new, bring something to life here, get involved. Whatever it is, relationship, project, family, healing, who knows what it is. But you're definitely going toward that, and you don't have to doubt that it's right for you. If you feel that's what you want to do, then that's what you need to do. But I feel like if it's a relationship, this relationship is perfectly imperfect, is what I want to tell you. There's two sides, and that could be the challenge in it for you, but I don't think I think that there's challenging times, you know what I mean, and also really great times. The good outweighs the bad, but sometimes the bad is challenging. So anyway, I just wanted to let you know that. I hope this video helps you in the month to come. And I want to say happy holidays, happy birthday, of course. And I just hope all the holidays go smooth for you. Okay? Take care. I love ya. Bye now.